Did you know that a single vegetable sitting in your kitchen right now could silently spike your stroke risk overnight? Shocking, right? Doctors are sounding the alarm. And in this video, we're diving deep into this hidden danger that's especially critical for seniors and anyone who cares about their health. You need to watch until the end, because we'll reveal not only which vegetable is putting you at risk, but also life-saving senior health tips to protect your heart and brain from a devastating stroke. Information that could literally save your life or someone you love. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Vegetable number 9, spinach. For decades, spinach has been celebrated as a nutritional powerhouse, often hailed as one of the healthiest foods on the planet. Its vibrant green leaves are packed with essential nutrients like iron, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and a host of antioxidants, including beta-carotene and lutein. These compounds support everything from strong bones to healthy eyes and a robust immune system. Spinach is a staple in smoothies, salads, and cooked dishes, often recommended for its ability to combat anemia, reduce inflammation, and promote heart health. However, for individuals over 60, this superfood can subtly shift from a dietary ally to a potential risk if consumed improperly. The culprit lies in a naturally occurring compound called oxalate, which, while harmless in moderation for younger adults, can pose significant challenges for aging bodies. Oxalates are organic acids found in many plant-based foods, including spinach, rhubarb, and beets. In spinach, oxalates bind to calcium in the digestive tract, forming insoluble calcium oxalate crystals. In younger individuals with robust kidney function, these crystals are typically filtered out and excreted through urine without issue. However, as we age, kidney function naturally declines. Glomerular filtration rate, GFR, a key measure of kidney efficiency, decreases by approximately 1% per year after age 40, meaning that by 60, many seniors have significantly reduced kidney capacity. This slower filtration allows calcium oxalate crystals to linger in the bloodstream longer than they should. Compounding this issue, aging blood vessels lose elasticity and become stiffer, a condition known as arteriosclerosis. Many seniors also take calcium or vitamin D supplements to support bone health, especially if they're at risk for osteoporosis. These supplements increase circulating calcium levels, providing more opportunities for oxalates to bind and form crystals. Over time, these tiny crystals can accumulate in the small arteries that supply blood to the brain, acting like grains of sand clogging a narrow pipe. This buildup narrows the arteries, reduces blood flow, and limits oxygen delivery to critical brain tissue. In severe cases, this can set the stage for a silent stroke, ischemic events that occur without immediate symptoms, often during sleep when blood pressure naturally dips. Silent strokes are particularly insidious because they can go unnoticed for years, quietly damaging brain tissue and increasing the risk of cognitive decline, dementia, or a major stroke later. The risk is heightened if spinach is consumed late in the day, when the body's metabolic processes slow down and dehydration becomes more likely during sleep. Dehydration thickens the blood, further reducing flow through already narrowed vessels, creating a perfect storm for clot formation. This doesn't mean spinach should be banished from your diet. It remains a nutrient-dense food with undeniable benefits. The key is to consume it strategically, respecting how your body processes it after 60. To minimize risks, eat spinach earlier in the day, ideally at breakfast or lunch, when your kidneys and metabolism are more active and better equipped to handle oxalates. For example, incorporate spinach into a morning smoothie with low oxalate fruits like apples or bananas, or enjoy it as a sautéed side dish at lunch. Avoid pairing spinach with calcium-rich foods like dairy or supplements, as this increases the likelihood of crystal formation. If you're on calcium or vitamin D supplements, space them out by at least a few hours from spinach consumption to reduce interactions. Additionally, cooking spinach can help. Boiling or steaming reduces oxalate content by up to 50%, making it easier on your kidneys. Be sure to discard the cooking water, as it contains leached oxalates. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day also supports kidney function, helping flush out any crystals that form. If you have a history of kidney stones, kidney disease, or heart conditions like atrial fibrillation, consult your doctor before making spinach a regular part of your diet. They may recommend limiting high oxalate foods or monitoring your kidney function through regular blood tests. Spinach remains a gift from nature, loaded with vitamins and antioxidants that can protect your heart, eyes, and immune system. But after 60, it demands respect. By eating it at the right time, in the right way, and with medical guidance, you can harness its benefits while safeguarding your brain and circulation. Ignore these precautions, and spinach may quietly work against you, setting the stage for trouble while you sleep. Vegetable number 8. Broccoli. Broccoli has long been celebrated as a heart-healthy vegetable, often topping lists of foods that promote longevity. Its vibrant green florets and stalks are rich in fiber, vitamins C and K, folate, and powerful antioxidants like sulforaphane, which have been shown to reduce inflammation, support immune function, and even lower the risk of certain cancers. For younger adults, broccoli is a near-perfect food, offering a low-calorie way to boost cardiovascular health and strengthen the body's defenses. However, for individuals over 60, particularly those on certain medications, broccoli can quietly introduce risks that outweigh its benefits, if not consumed with care. The primary concern lies in broccoli's high vitamin K content. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting, as it activates proteins that help form clots to stop bleeding. In younger individuals, this is a critical function that promotes wound healing and prevents excessive bleeding. However, for seniors taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, Plavix, or even daily low-dose aspirin, high vitamin K intake can interfere with these drugs' effectiveness. Blood thinners work by inhibiting clotting factors, creating a delicate balance to prevent dangerous clots, while still allowing the blood to clot when needed. Too much vitamin K can counteract this effect, causing the blood to become too thick and increasing the risk of clot formation in arteries supplying the brain or heart. The danger isn't just from eating broccoli, it's from inconsistent consumption. For example, eating large amounts of broccoli one week, say in stir-fries, salads, or soups, and then none the next can cause fluctuations in vitamin K levels, throwing off the therapeutic balance of blood thinners. This inconsistency can lead to unpredictable blood thickness, potentially causing blood pressure spikes or excessive thinning that prevents proper clotting. Either scenario raises the risk of serious complications, including ischemic strokes caused by clots blocking blood flow to the brain, or hemorrhagic strokes caused by excessive thinning leading to brain bleeds. The symptoms of these imbalances can be subtle. You might not notice anything until you experience dizziness, confusion, or a sudden headache, warning signs of a stroke or transient ischemic attack, TIA, often called a mini-stroke. For seniors with already compromised circulation due to aging arteries or conditions like hypertension, these risks are amplified. Data suggests that strokes are a leading cause of disability in adults over 60. With nearly 800,000 strokes occurring annually in the United States alone, many linked to medication interactions and dietary factors. To enjoy broccoli safely, consistency is key. Rather than cutting it out entirely, aim for a steady, moderate intake. Perhaps a small serving, half a cup to 1 cup, 2 to 3 times a week. This helps maintain stable vitamin K levels, allowing your doctor to adjust your medication dosage accurately. Cooking methods matter too. Steaming or roasting broccoli preserves its nutrients while making it easier to digest, which is important for seniors with slower digestive systems. Avoid sudden binges, like eating a large broccoli-heavy meal after weeks of avoiding it, as this can disrupt your medication's effectiveness. Always inform your healthcare provider about your dietary habits, especially if you're on blood thinners. They may recommend regular blood tests, such as prothrombin time, PT, or International Normalized Ratio, INR, to monitor how your blood is clotting. If you're not on blood thinners but have heart disease or high blood pressure, broccoli's fiber and antioxidants can still benefit you. Just eat it in moderation and earlier in the day to support digestion and circulation. Broccoli remains a nutritional champion, capable of protecting your heart and boosting longevity. But after 60, it requires a mindful approach. By eating it consistently, communicating with your doctor, and avoiding extreme changes in intake, you can keep broccoli as a heart-healthy ally without risking your brain or circulation. A little balance goes a long way toward ensuring your future remains strong and steady. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Vegetable number 7, romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce is a cornerstone of healthy eating, often the star of crisp salads, and a go-to choice for seniors seeking a light, low-calorie meal. Its high water content, fiber, and nutrients like folate and vitamin A make it gentle on digestion and supportive of heart health. For many, a romaine-based salad at dinner feels like the epitome of wellness. Easy to prepare, refreshing, and kind to the waistline. However, for individuals over 60, eating romaine lettuce late in the evening can quietly increase stroke risk overnight, turning this healthy choice into an unexpected hazard. The issue stems from romaine's natural diuretic properties. Diuretics promote water loss through urine, which can be beneficial in small amounts for reducing bloating or managing blood pressure. In younger adults with efficient kidneys and strong thirst signals, this effect is negligible. But after 60, several age-related changes amplify the risks. Kidney function declines, reducing the body's ability to conserve water. Blood vessels stiffen, making them less adaptable to changes in blood volume. Thirst signals also weaken, meaning seniors may not feel the need to drink water even when dehydrated. Together, these factors can cause blood to thicken as water is lost, especially during sleep when fluid intake stops. Thickened blood moves more sluggishly through aging arteries, increasing the likelihood of small clots forming. These clots can obstruct the tiny vessels supplying the brain, reducing oxygen delivery and raising the risk of an ischemic stroke. This risk is particularly high overnight, when blood pressure naturally dips, a phenomenon called nocturnal dipping, and dehydration worsens. For seniors taking blood pressure medications or diuretics, romaine's effects can compound, further thickening the blood and straining circulation. Studies suggest that dehydration is a significant risk factor for stroke, with even mild dehydration increasing blood viscosity by up to 10%. The solution isn't to avoid romaine lettuce, but to time its consumption wisely. Enjoy romaine-based salads at lunch or early in the day, when your body is active, hydrated, and better able to regulate fluid balance. For example, a midday salad with romaine, cucumbers, and lean protein like chicken can provide hydration and nutrients without taxing your system. If you do eat romaine at dinner, pair it with a small glass of water or hydrating foods like tomatoes or melon to offset its diuretic effects. Avoid large, romaine-heavy meals late at night, especially if you're on medications that affect blood pressure or fluid balance. Monitoring your hydration is also critical. Seniors should aim for 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily, adjusted for body weight and medical conditions to maintain healthy blood flow. If you have kidney disease, heart failure, or take diuretics, consult your doctor about how romaine and other diuretic foods might interact with your medications. They may recommend limiting high-potassium foods like romaine or adjusting your fluid intake. Romaine lettuce remains a fantastic choice for digestive and heart health, offering crunch and nutrition in every bite. But after 60, timing is everything. Eaten early in the day with proper hydration, it supports your body's needs. Eaten carelessly at night, it may quietly strain your circulation and brain, setting the stage for risks you can easily avoid with a little planning. Vegetable number 6, raw carrots. Carrots are a universal symbol of healthy snacking, loved for their crunch, vibrant color, and nutritional benefits. Rich in beta-carotene, fiber, and vitamins A and K, they support eye health, digestion, and immunity. For most people, raw carrots are a guilt-free treat, perfect for dipping in hummus or eating on the go. However, for seniors over 60, particularly those with prediabetes, diabetes, or slower metabolisms, eating raw carrots at the wrong time can quietly disrupt circulation and increase stroke risk. The issue lies in how raw carrots affect blood sugar. Carrots contain natural sugars, primarily sucrose and glucose, which are released quickly into the bloodstream when eaten raw. In younger adults with efficient insulin responses, this sugar spike is managed swiftly, keeping blood sugar stable. But after 60, insulin sensitivity often declines and metabolism slows. For those with prediabetes or diabetes, conditions affecting over 30% of adults over 65, this rapid sugar release can cause a pronounced spike followed by a sharp crash, especially if carrots are eaten alone or late in the day. This blood sugar roller coaster triggers a cascade of effects. When blood sugar drops during sleep, a condition called nocturnal hypoglycemia, the body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to compensate. These hormones constrict blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and thicken the blood, creating an environment ripe for clot formation. Combine this with age-related dehydration, which is common overnight, and the risk of reduced blood flow to the brain increases. Small clots can block narrow arteries, potentially causing a silent stroke or transient ischemic attack, TIA, which may go unnoticed until symptoms like memory lapses or weakness appear. To enjoy carrots safely, timing and pairing are crucial. Avoid eating raw carrots as a standalone snack, especially in the evening or before bed. Instead, consume them earlier in the day, ideally at breakfast or lunch, when your metabolism is more active. Pairing carrots with protein or healthy fats, such as hummus, Greek yogurt, or nuts, slows sugar absorption, preventing sharp spikes and crashes. For example, a lunch of raw carrot sticks with a boiled egg or a handful of almonds provides balanced energy and nutrients. Cooking carrots can also help. Steaming or roasting breaks down their cell walls, slowing sugar release and making them easier to digest. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, monitor your blood sugar after eating carrots to understand how your body responds. A continuous glucose monitor, CGM, can provide valuable insights, especially if you're adjusting your diet. Always discuss dietary changes with your doctor, particularly if you're on medications like metformin or insulin, which can interact with blood sugar fluctuations. Carrots remain a nutritional gem, offering antioxidants and fiber that protect your eyes and heart. but after 60, they require mindful consumption. By eating them early, pairing them wisely, and monitoring your body's response, you can enjoy their benefits without risking your circulation or brain health. Daytime carrots nourish. Nighttime carrots may quietly harm. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable. Vegetable number 5, garlic. Garlic has been revered for centuries as a natural healer. Its pungent cloves packed with compounds like allicin and sulfur that lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and boost immunity. From ancient remedies to modern kitchens, garlic is a staple for heart health, often praised for its ability to thin blood naturally and improve circulation. However, for seniors over 60, particularly those on blood-thinning medications, garlic's potent properties can quietly shift from protective to risky, if not used carefully. The problem lies in garlic's natural blood-thinning effects. Allicin and other sulfur compounds inhibit platelet aggregation, reducing the blood's ability to clot. For younger adults, or those not on medications, this can prevent dangerous clots and support cardiovascular health. But for seniors taking prescription blood thinners like warfarin, clopidogrel, or even daily aspirin, combining garlic's effects with these drugs can make the blood excessively thin. This increases the risk of bleeding, particularly in the brain's delicate vessels, where a small hemorrhage can lead to dizziness, confusion, or a hemorrhagic stroke. The risk is especially high with concentrated garlic forms, such as supplements or raw garlic consumed in large amounts. For example, garlic pills, often marketed for heart health, can deliver a potent dose of allicin, amplifying blood-thinning effects unpredictably. Even culinary garlic, when eaten raw in large quantities, e.g., in dressings or dips, can pose risks. Symptoms of excessive blood thinning include unusual bruising, frequent nosebleeds, prolonged bleeding from cuts, or unexplained fatigue. Warning signs that warrant immediate medical attention. To enjoy garlic safely, moderation and preparation are key. Stick to small amounts in cooked dishes, as heat reduces allicin's potency, making garlic less likely to interfere with medications. For example, a clove or two in a stir-fry or soup adds flavor and health benefits without overwhelming your system. Avoid garlic supplements unless explicitly approved by your doctor, as their concentrated nature can disrupt medication balance. If you're on blood thinners, regular blood tests, like INR or PT, can help monitor clotting levels, ensuring garlic isn't tipping the scales. Pay attention to your body's signals. If you notice bruising, headaches, or dizziness after increasing garlic intake, consult your doctor promptly. They may adjust your medication or recommend limiting garlic-heavy meals. For those not on blood thinners, garlic remains a heart-healthy addition, but timing matters. Consume it earlier in the day to support digestion and minimize overnight risks. Garlic's legacy as a natural medicine endures, offering benefits for immunity and circulation. But after 60, it must be treated with the same caution as a prescription drug. Used wisely, it strengthens your heart and body. Used carelessly, it can quietly endanger your brain, turning a healing food into a hidden threat. Vegetable number 4, onions. Onions are a culinary cornerstone, adding flavor and nutrition to countless dishes. Packed with antioxidants like quercetin, as well as sulfur compounds and vitamin C, onions help lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and support healthy blood flow. For most people, onions are a heart-protective food, linked to reduced risks of cardiovascular disease and certain cancers. However, for seniors over 60, particularly those on blood pressure or blood-thinning medications, eating onions in large amounts or at the wrong time can quietly disrupt circulation and increase stroke risk. The key issue is quercetin, a flavonoid that naturally widens blood vessels, lowering blood pressure. In moderation, this vasodilatory effect is beneficial, helping maintain healthy circulation. But for seniors taking medications like beta blockers, AC inhibitors, or blood thinners, excessive quercetin can amplify these drugs' effects, causing blood pressure to drop too low. This condition, known as hypotension, reduces oxygen delivery to the brain, leading to symptoms like dizziness, fatigue, or confusion. Overnight, when hydration levels naturally decline and blood flow slows, low blood pressure can create a perfect setup for fainting or a mild ischemic stroke. The risk is greatest when onions are consumed raw in large quantities, as in salads, salsas, or raw onion-heavy dishes. Raw onions have higher quercetin levels than cooked ones, and eating them late in the day can exacerbate overnight circulation issues. Aging arteries, which are less flexible, struggle to adapt to these changes, especially in seniors with conditions like hypertension or atherosclerosis, affecting over 60% of adults over 65. To enjoy onions safely, focus on moderation and preparation. Cooked onions, sautéed, caramelized, or roasted, have reduced quercetin levels, making them gentler on your system while retaining flavor and nutrients. Use onions as a flavor enhancer rather than the main component of a dish. For example, a small amount in soups or stir-fries adds benefits without overwhelming your circulation. Avoid heavy onion-rich meals at night, when your body is less active and more prone to dehydration. Hydration is critical. Seniors should aim for adequate fluid intake, 1.5 to 2 liters daily, adjusted for medical conditions to maintain healthy blood volume. If you're on blood pressure or blood-thinning medications, inform your doctor about your onion consumption, as it may influence medication adjustments. Regular blood pressure checks can help catch any fluctuations early. Onions remain a nutritional powerhouse, capable of enhancing heart health and flavor. But after 60, they require balance and timing. A little onion adds zest and protection. Too much at the wrong time can quietly strain your brain and circulation, turning a healthy food into an unexpected risk. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Vegetable number 3, corn. Corn holds a special place in many diets, evoking comfort and nostalgia. Whether enjoyed as corn on the cob, grits, or a warm bowl of corn soup, it feels like a wholesome, harmless choice. However, for seniors over 60, corn's nutritional profile can pose unexpected risks. Unlike most vegetables, corn is high in carbohydrates and acts more like a starch, similar to white bread or potatoes. This distinction becomes critical as we age, particularly for those with slower insulin responses or compromised circulation. When you eat corn, its natural sugars, primarily glucose and sucrose, are quickly converted into blood glucose, causing a rapid spike. In younger adults, the pancreas releases insulin efficiently to stabilize blood sugar. But after 60, insulin sensitivity often declines and metabolism slows, affecting over 30% of seniors with prediabetes or diabetes. This rapid spike can lead to a sharp drop in blood sugar, hypoglycemia, especially overnight when the body is less active. This crash triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which constrict blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and thicken the blood. Thickened blood and narrowed vessels create a dangerous environment, especially during sleep when dehydration is common. This combination increases the risk of small clots forming in the brain's arteries, potentially causing a silent stroke or heart strain. Studies show that blood sugar fluctuations are linked to a 30% higher risk of cardiovascular events in older adults with diabetes. To enjoy corn safely, Treat it as an occasional side dish rather than a daily staple. Opt for fresh corn on the cob over processed forms like cornflakes or cornmeal, which digest even faster and spike blood sugar more sharply. Pair corn with protein or healthy fats, like eggs, avocado, or beans, to slow sugar absorption and stabilize energy. For example, a small serving of corn with grilled chicken at lunch provides balance without taxing your system. Timing is also critical. Avoid eating corn at night, when your body is less equipped to handle sugar fluctuations and dehydration. Instead, enjoy it at breakfast or lunch, when your metabolism is more active. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, monitor your blood sugar after eating corn to gauge its impact. Discuss your diet with your doctor, especially if you're on medications like insulin or metformin, which can interact with blood sugar changes. Corn's sweet simplicity remains a joy, but after 60, it demands respect. By eating it earlier in the day, in moderation, and with smart pairings, you can savor its comfort without risking your heart or brain. Misjudge its timing or quantity, and it may quietly fuel trouble overnight. Vegetable number 2, asparagus. Asparagus is often celebrated as a sophisticated, health-conscious vegetable, prized for its light texture and nutrient density. Rich in folate, fiber, and antioxidants like glutathione, it supports heart health, digestion, and even skin vitality. For many, it's a go-to choice for healthy meals, whether steamed, roasted, or grilled. However, for seniors over 60, asparagus can quietly pose risks if eaten at the wrong time, particularly due to its natural diuretic properties. Asparagus contains compounds like asparagine that encourage the body to excrete water through urine. In younger adults, this diuretic effect is harmless, as kidneys efficiently regulate fluid balance. But after 60, age-related changes, slower kidney function, stiffer blood vessels, and weaker thirst signals make this water loss more significant. Overnight, when fluid intake stops, asparagus's diuretic effect can lead to dehydration, thickening the blood and slowing circulation. This creates a risky environment for clot formation, especially in seniors with conditions like hypertension or atherosclerosis. Thickened blood moves sluggishly through aging arteries, increasing the likelihood of small clots, blocking oxygen flow to the brain. This risk is amplified for those taking blood pressure medications or diuretics, which further reduce fluid levels. Studies suggest that dehydration increases stroke risk by up to 20% in older adults, particularly during sleep when blood pressure naturally dips. To enjoy asparagus safely, timing is critical. Eat it at lunch or early dinner, when your body is active and hydrated. Pair it with hydrating foods like cucumbers, melon, or a glass of water to offset its diuretic effects. For example, a lunchtime asparagus salad with tomatoes and a lean protein-like fish can provide nutrition without straining your system. Avoid large servings at night when dehydration risks are higher. If you're on medications for blood pressure, heart failure, or kidney issues, consult your doctor about asparagus's potential to intensify diuretic effects. They may recommend limiting high-potassium foods or adjusting your fluid intake. Regular hydration, 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily, adjusted for medical conditions, helps maintain healthy blood flow. Asparagus remains a nutrient-rich addition to a healthy diet, offering benefits for your heart and vitality. But after 60, it requires careful timing and balance. Eat it early, stay hydrated, and it will support your health. Eat it late without caution, and it may quietly increase risks to your brain and circulation. Vegetable number 1, tomatoes. Tomatoes are a universal symbol of healthy eating, their bright red hue signaling a wealth of nutrients like lycopene, vitamin C, and potassium. Whether eaten fresh in salads, cooked in sauces, or blended into soups, tomatoes are celebrated for their antioxidant properties, which protect against heart disease and inflammation. However, for seniors over 60, tomatoes can quietly contribute to circulation issues that mimic stroke symptoms, particularly if consumed in large amounts or at the wrong time. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, which includes eggplants, peppers, and potatoes. Nightshades contain compounds like histamines, tyramines, and solanine, which can trigger inflammation or affect blood vessel function in sensitive individuals. In aging bodies, where blood vessels are more fragile and nerve signaling is less precise, these compounds can cause unpredictable effects, such as blood vessel constriction or dilation. This can lead to symptoms like dizziness, headaches, or numbness, warning signs that resemble early stroke indicators. Additionally, tomatoes' acidity can disrupt electrolyte balance, depleting calcium and magnesium, which are crucial for stable nerve and muscle function. In large amounts, especially at night, this can cause blood pressure fluctuations and impair circulation during sleep when the body is already vulnerable. For seniors with conditions like hypertension or neuropathy, affecting over 50% of adults over 65, these effects can increase the risk of transient ischemic attacks or silent strokes. To enjoy tomatoes safely, focus on preparation and timing. Cooking tomatoes, whether in sauces, soups, or roasted dishes, reduces solanine levels and enhances lycopene availability, making them easier on your system. Eat tomatoes earlier in the day, such as in a lunchtime salad or a mid-afternoon snack, to avoid overnight circulation issues. Pair them with magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, or spinach to balance acidity and support nerve health. Moderation is key. A small serving of tomatoes, e.g., 1 medium tomato or half a cup of sauce, provides benefits without overwhelming your system. Avoid heavy tomato-based meals before bed, as their acidity and nightshade compounds can exacerbate circulation challenges. If you notice symptoms like dizziness or headaches after eating tomatoes, consult your doctor to rule out sensitivities or interactions with medications. Tomatoes remain a heart-healthy staple, rich in antioxidants that promote longevity. But after 60, they require mindful consumption. By eating them earlier, in moderation, and with complementary foods, you can keep them as a vibrant ally. Ignore their nuances, and they may quietly strain your brain and circulation. Wow, what a journey! So, tell us, what's one shocking thing you've learned today about the vegetable that could raise your stroke risk overnight, and how it impacts senior health? Drop a comment below and share one key takeaway you're going to put into practice to protect your heart and brain. If you found this video eye-opening, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-saving health tips.